previous showcase, we have seen how around the Middle Ladinian 240 million years ago, huge underwater eruptions had covered most of the deep sea bottom with lavas, in the region extending from the Seceda to the whole Alpe di Siusi. At the same time, the shallow water carbonate platform still grew, although at a lesser pace, thanks to the binding microorganisms or biolithites. These areas correspond to the Odol, Sassolungo, Sassopiatto, and Silier. In the current Fassa Valley, the volcanic activity was so relevant that it built up islands similar to the modern Tahiti and Bora Bora. A thick vegetation soon established on the islands, surrounded by shores of sand and gravel eroded from the volcano itself. Gas bubbles trapped in the lava left little holes after cooling, where fluids deposited minerals in beautifully colored crystals. In addition to sediments, terrestrial animal and plant remains were carried to the sea from rivers on the islands. Here, alongside marine organisms, they deposited on the deep basin's bottom in what it is now called the Wengen Formation. Here we can see Daunella, marine bivalves characterized by a very thin shell strengthened by radial costae that probably lived in the water column. This way of life is supported by the fact that these fossils are normally found in very dark rocks containing ammonoids and araucaria-like plant remains rather than benthic organisms, which are organisms living on the seafloor. The transported plants therefore probably floated some distance before sinking to a poorly oxygenated seafloor aside the remains of marine organisms. Ammonoids are frequently found and allow for a precise rock dating. They lived in the water column and deposited on the seafloor after death. The vertebrate remains belong to amphibians and reptiles. Although rare and fragmentary, they are precious witnesses to the reconstruction of both the terrestrial and marine environment.